All right,
Okay.
today we're going to be talking about should you be branding or marketing when you're trying to grow and get more clients using social media. That's all coming up next. Thank you so much for joining us here at the LVTV podcast. My name is LV, and I have a very special guest, Katana, from the days of Clubhouse.
She brought that back.
No, we have Katana Payne here joining us, and we met through Clubhouse back when Clubhouse was Clubhouse, and we had some great times, and that was a running joke, Katana, like the whole Japanese thing. So anyway, that's where that comes from. It led you into the inside joke, but we're going to talk all things content, clients, and cash flow for the profit and impact focused coaches and consultants here on the podcast. And she works with, and I'm letting her talk about what she do. Let me just stop. Let me just ask you this question, Katana. Tell us a little bit about what you do. Let's just start there. What is it that you specialize in? I don't want to put the words in your mouth.
Okay, so I am a business strategist and I specialize in marketing, branding, business development, and content.
Okay, so give us a
Yep.
runabout. Like, what does that look like? Because people hear that, and they can think those are buzzwords. Like, take us through what you do with a particular client, and you can use
So
one of yours as
basically,
a case study.
great. This is great. So basically, just to start out, I work with different industries. So I specialize in 10 different industries, 10 plus, sorry. So I'm not within one specific niche. If you have a brand, if you have a vision, if you want to have impact, I'm your person, right? So what that looks like is if you come to me and say, hey, I want to start a new business. And I say, okay, let's start from there. And they basically I have departments. So if you have a new business, a new idea, you will go through the business development part, making sure that all of your paperwork is right, all your foundation is cool. And then we go into the branding part, the branding department. And then from there, I make sure that you have a nice brand message, a nice brand foundation, want to give people something to watch, give them what is your mission, what is your vision, right? And then from there, we market depending on if you are a service or a product.
Love it, love it, love it.
And then content. Content is always good.
Yeah. Content is where it's at. As I say, content is king, but cash is queen. Queen. The cash make moves that the king can't make. You feel me? So
Yes.
I just want to take us back to the moment where the light bulb came off for you, and you like this was what you wanted to do. Where the light bulb said, "Aha, this is what I should be doing." Take us back. Where were you? What were you doing? Was it a rainy, gloomy day? Like, where were you when the light bulb came off? Or you said, you know what? I want to take people through the full process of having a business.
Wow, great question. You're the first person to ask me like this question, but I'll take you back. So, where am I? I was currently a friend of mine owned a marketing company, and I originally came on to the marketing company as a expert in competitor research, just because at the time I was at Temple and I was basically getting certifications and going through courses on how to do basic meta-analysis research, if anybody knows what that is, right? So because of that, that's originally what I came on as. Eventually, my role grew. We started creating manuals and trainings for sales teams. And then I started actually getting my own clients, basically communication with different clients. It clicked when basically when I had my own Rolodex and portfolio of clients and like they were doing really well. And I was like, oh, this is working.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn it up a little bit. And then basically that grew into actually having my own company. It all started when I wanted to start a marketing campaign within the business during Women's History Month. My goal was to help 10 women either scale or build their dream business. So it started from there. I ended up helping 13 though. So it was really dope. Yeah. And I'm so sorry. This is my cat.
No, it's all good. The cat, like, yeah, I was right there with you. I was running through the six with my walls.
Okay. Do I stop?
No,
Like,
you
maybe-
good. You good. It's good. We good. We in here.
Okay. This is my real life. I'm a cat mom. Listen, this is my real life. But anyway, so I end up helping 13 businesses, 13 women. Until this day in 2021, and this happened back in like 2018, 2019-ish, 2017. Till this day in 2021, I still have relationships with all those young ladies. So then outside of that, then I started actually getting male clients too, within
Nice.
the business. And basically that's when it clicked, when I was like, first of all, I knew I had leadership because I had the respect level there and they were willing to listen to me.
Hmm.
My team respected me at the time.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, we will take your sales manual. Yes, you can talk to clients. Yes, you can lead this meeting, right?
Hmm.
So that was the thing also. So in that moment, I was learning myself, learning what people got from me. So yeah, I was a leader. And also the way my brain worked, I actually learned how to like do systems.
Mm.
So I was building systems within that company as well in order to help scale us within internally. So that was the thing. So I basically was like, oh, I'm like really multifaceted here. I can really do this.
Yeah.
So that was when it clicked and was like, yeah, I'm going to do this full time. And also, I can't leave this out. The feeling
Hmm.
of having somebody come into your office with a vision and leave out with a business,
Yeah.
like that's crazy. Especially when people used to say to me, yo, like you're the first person that listened to me and told me
Mm.
this was a good idea, told me that I can actually do it. Other people was like, oh yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. You actually sat down with me and took me seriously. So I was like, yeah, I can do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
that you said a mouthful, right? You said that you shot for 10 and you got 13. So let's go back
Yeah.
to that for a minute. When your first client had their breakthrough, what was that feeling like?
Whoa. It was, to be honest, I was very emotional.
Mm.
Because the one thing that people don't see behind the scenes is when these entrepreneurs are coming to us
Hmm.
and asking us for help, a lot of the times it's very personal. It's
Yeah.
personal to them. It means a lot to them. It can be a confidence builder. It can be I told you so to people that told them they could not.
Right.
It can be I have to feed my family.
Yeah.
It can be I have to be basically a role model for my kids. So the very first client, she was a mother, and she wanted to start a business, and people wasn't really filling her
Hmm.
about the business idea. And I was like, no, I'm gonna listen to you. Like, what's going on? Let's do this.
Hmm.
And in that same moment, her daughter at the time was like a model. Because she was like, "Oh, mom, you're really doing it. I want to be involved." Like that was like, and so I got really emotional because it's like I was able to help somebody build the vision that they saw themselves building, and it was crazy, like
Yeah.
verge of tears actually.
Yeah. Yeah. We can call you Katana the Builder. That's
Yeah.
what Katana the Builder, right?
Yes.
So one thing, as you and I both know, in the space of this digital landscape, dealing with using Instagram or using social media to grow business, we hear a lot of the same messaging over and over. This 6 figure, that 7 figure, the scale here,
Hmm.
grow here, marketing this, branding this, coach this, consulting that, paid ads this, paid ad. It's like overloading right now because of the space and how lucrative it is. It's a growing business. And I always think, and I want to hear your perspective on this because you do the biz dev, you do the branding, you do the marketing. As a coach or a consultant, those who are listening and watching this, what's important, or is it all three? Is the biz dev, the branding, and the marketing? Because I always have a problem with people saying you just need branding, and they get pretty pictures, they look really good, but their messaging is horrible, or their execution on a strategy to actually get clients. I'm just like, man, somebody just took you for your money. Cancel. Like, how do you feel about that? I just want to get your perspective. Just me being curious.
um I don't think branding is the only, but I will say branding is the main thing to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell you why. To your point, a lot of the times you and I can both we've heard the same things,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes people don't really know what branding really is.
Yeah.
It's not the pictures, it's not your logo, it's not your website.
Mm-hmm.
It's your message, it's your impact, and it's that thing that makes somebody keep coming back. It's that thing that makes that one customer keep spending money with you.
Yeah.
It's that thing that makes people sell for you, and it's that thing that makes people defend you when you're
Yeah.
not in the room,
Yeah.
right? So my analogy on branding versus marketing is think of it as mail, right?
Mm.
So the mailmen marketing, they need to pick up the mail and they need to know where the packages need to go.
Mm-hmm.
The house of where the mail room, that's branding. It needs to
Mm.
come from somewhere. They can't get the directions on where to take the packages if they don't have instructions, and their instructions lie within the DNA and the brand.
Mm,
Okay. So I think that is what's missed. They think brand is superficial when it's so much deeper than that. It's the feeling that people get, that unexplainable feeling people get when they see your brand and they open up a package. You think
mm,
it's because they happy about your getting their blender, and it's
right.
actually the fact that it was packaged correctly. It was nice. It has their name on it. You know, it
Hmm.
has a handwritten note. That's branding. Marketing
Mm,
is just the way I was able to get in front of you to spend your money on this blender.
right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 So you're saying let's take it a step further and build relationships through the actual process,
Mm-hmm.
right? From finally meeting me to actually getting the product in hand, and then let's have. I love that. I love that. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you
Thanks.
broke that down because for me, I thought more superficial when I hear the term branding,
Mm-hmm.
but I can also see how branding and marketing are intertwined in your definition from my perspective, right?
Got you.
And because I'm like, yo, having some pretty pictures. Oh, get a photo shoot. Oh, get a website. Make sure your hair and your nails done.
Uh,
When you go live, make sure you look good. And I'm
uh,
like anti all of that because I'm like, if you can't convert the marketing piece,
mm-hmm.
then none of that matters. And that's just
Yeah.
no, my 2 cents. So let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of branding, and then we'll
Okay.
go into biz dev, right? So again, explaining that it's superficial. What are some of the? Let's give us 3 things that they should not do when
Okay.
considering branding or considering hiring. So let's when considering hiring somebody for their branding.
Ah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Things. First thing to not do. Assume that people know what they're looking at.
Mm.
You think because you're posting it, you think because you said it, you think because you had a picture of it that people know what it is. They don't. They really don't. You know, what's purple to me is probably blue to you. You don't know. I could be colorblind, right?
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
but that is your vision. That's your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Assume that nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one. Never assume people know. Two, when it specifically for hiring,
Mm-hmm.
I would say see how that person is branding themselves.
Mm.
You can only pour from the cup that you have, right?
Right.
So see how that person is branding themselves, and that's why it's important to ask for portfolios. Ask for, hey, let me see some clients that you worked with, right? And then even themselves, like see how they do their own branding and
Mm-hmm.
see, okay, they have the capacity, they go above and beyond for theirs. I darn sure know that they'll do it for me.
Right.
And then the third one is have structure, and we'll talk about that
Mm-hmm.
and the dues, but there's actually a system to
Mm.
branding, believe it or not.
Really?
And people, yeah, people miss that because when hiring somebody, they think that the person will do it for them. No,
Mm.
they will help them structure it and package it together, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a system to that packaging.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the structure
Okay.
of branding. I'm interested in this. Curious. What is that? If you
So,
can divulge it without giving away the whole house.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. the, the value is value.
Yeah.
So, when I say the structure and the packaging and branding, um one, the message,
Mm-hmm.
right? We've heard that before. The
Mm-hmm.
message, that's a package.
Mm-hmm.
Message also can conclude to tone,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is missed.
Mm.
um Also, from the technical side, even from a design side, do you have a brand guide,
Mm.
right? If you're hiring somebody, if you hire a web designer and you can't get mad at them because they put purple on your website, you never told them they could not,
Right.
right? Again, never assume people see what you see. You thinking, yeah, I gave him the logo. He should know my colors. That blue looked purple to him. But if you had
Mm.
a brand guide and was able to give him the actual topography, aka the fonts, if you
Mm-hmm.
were able to give him the color codes, if you were able to give him different versions of your logo, so now he can see, oh wait, that is purple, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, that is blue. So that is a thing. Also, that's a system. Um, and actually, I think that part is missed. So for me, for example, my staff or anybody that I've hired,
Mm-hmm.
they get a standard of procedure with my branding, not just how to work with me, my branding. I want you to be able to read something and tell, you should know how I feel about my clients. You
Yeah.
should know what my business means to me, because when you're in rooms that I'm not, you should be able to be a second voice, right?
Mm,
You should know if we are ordering pens, what colors are appropriate, right?
sure. No, it's all good. It's okay.
Oh, okay,
Listen,
okay.
I'm not one of them, man. We just having a good conversation, and
Oh,
people
this is
just so
great.
happen to tune in and join us. It's all good.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure they get the tea without thinking in the back. So that's me. You're gonna get all this. Anyway, so my staff, they are able, if we're ordering pens, I don't have to tell them these pens should not be this type of color or this type of quality. Quality is branding too,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a thing, but I think people miss that it's branding has to be retaught, in my personal opinion.
Sure.
It is,
Sure.
branding is so much deeper, and I think it's doing a disservice that people only think it's logos and colors.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so much more.
And I think it's a disservice when people think that's all that you need, or branding is all you need to actually be able to get clients, right?
Yeah.
Just have all those things in place. Because I think marketing, if done right,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
key point, if done right, not this, man, I know I need to stop beating a dead horse, but when I hear people talk about scale to six figures, that just like grinds my gears.
What
Like,
does that even mean? We know what that's supposed to mean, but what that really mean?
it don't mean nothing. Like, you can't scale to six figures. You scale to seven. Six is where you start. Yeah. Anyway, but
Yeah.
um,
But
I
branding and
digress.
marketing is it's a 1-2 punch. It can't be one without the other. I can give you two different examples where branding is key. I mean, is more leverage on one side and the marketing sucks, and then you know what I'm saying, and vice
Right.
versa. Like they need each other.
Yeah.
They need each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. So let's talk on some of the things that you should do, and I think you already kind of interwove that with what you should
Mm-hmm.
do. But what are some things that you like? Man, I keep seeing this over and over and over and over again. Please just do this. Just give me one. Give me the big one. Like, what's the one thing that people should be focusing on when it comes to their branding that you like? How are y'all missing this?
I kind of got like a two. Can I
Oh yeah,
say
give me a
two?
2 piece. Give me the
Okay,
two
okay.
piece. It's
Because
cool. Give me
they're
the 1-2
important.
punch. Boom boom.
All right. 1-2 punch. So the first one is your why.
Mm.
I think that's missed.
Okay.
Your why is your branding.
Mm-hmm.
That's like why is the customer here? Tell them your
Yeah.
story. It's okay. And the two is authenticity. That's
Mm.
missed.
Mm.
Genuineness. That's missed.
Mm.
Honesty. That is missed.
Mm.
I think so. On the latter, that is actually a part of my branding. So me, if you follow me on social media,
Mm-hmm.
I tell you the ins and outs about entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't polished.
Mm-mm.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you how big my to-do list. I'm going to tell you actually, because I overcompensate on my to-do list, I miss some deadlines. Hey,
Mm.
this is the way how you can better your time management, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
a part of my branding, my authenticity, my honesty, and that truth.
Yeah.
So that's my brand. So if they know, oh, Katana's going to tell us what's really, really happening. So that's why
Yeah.
I get so many questions from people, because they know I'm going to tell them the truth. It's a part of my branding. It's
Mm-hmm.
my stamp. So I
Yeah.
think
No.
your why and authenticity.
I love it. I love it. So I'm not going to keep you all day because I know you got a busy day, and we're getting there. So I want to do a rapid fire with you.
Oh,
Rapid fire. I've never done this before, so first time, and I think this may be your first podcast as a guest. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we got to get you out here. People need to know Katana. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They need to know.
Listen, I could care less about being seen. I need to be heard, because there's people that need help.
Yeah.
They need
Real help.
Yeah.
Right? Not this. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go there. 'Cause, like, I don't knock any particular person or the hustle, right? I knock, like you said, there's things that people don't know behind the scenes, right? They don't know what works behind the scenes. They see what put out. And when we're all vying for people's attention, we'll say things and do things to get people attention, and it just doesn't, equal out to results for other people. And I'm so that guy that's just like, I don't care about me. I want you to win. I really mean that. And I know people think like, oh, he's just saying that. No,
it's people.
100%.
We really want you guys to win. Like,
yeah. Like,
yeah.
I could have easily had bought bots and followers to get 10K. I could easily do the things that people do to look good on the on the outside, but when you get behind the veil, it's like I never see you talk about client success stories. I never see testimonies. I never see who went through your process and got results and doing good.
Yes.
I never see that, and that bothers me because it's like it's integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a man of faith, so I can't scam you. I can't. I want to go to sleep at night because he gonna tell me to send you your money back and give you the whole kid and caboodle. And I don't want to do that.
And he gonna shut my system down for lying.
Right. And I don't necessarily call it lying. I call it manipulating and maybe that is lying. I don't know.
No, it is. It is.
Because I'm just like, stop with this is how much I made from sitting in the bed. Okay. But if you're not doing that for 10, 30 other people, stop. So I digress. Rapid fire.
You're fine.
Listen.
The just to touch on that a little bit, it's the results. How can I say this? The results are actually the results of how many people signed up and not how many people were successful.
Yes.
That, when we see those big numbers, that's not, for me, I tell people all the time to support me, support my clients.
Yes.
I will post their numbers before I post mine.
Thank you.
And that's facts. If they let me, NDA. But,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I mean, I'm with you. I pray that people don't think I'm taking shots at nobody in particular. Because, I know some people that do it, and I think, and I know their heart, and they've never presented the scammy vibes to me. That's just how they set their business up, because that's how they were taught to do it. But I'm just like, Jesus, like, y'all got to stop playing with me. You know what I mean? So, again, rapid fire. I'm not going to keep you here. Let's start it out. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
All right. Why?
To be honest, that is from a knowledge standpoint. I'm not fully, and this me being transparent, I'm not fully up on TikTok's algorithm just yet.
Yep.
I'm mastering, Instagram. Feel free to hit me up for some tips. But that's why I chose Instagram. It's just, but I can come back on your show later and be like TikTok just because I did the work. So yeah.
No doubt. Audio book or physical book?
A physical book.
Really?
Yeah.
I just knew you was gonna say Audible. I just knew you was gonna be like, man, give me that Audible, boy, because I'm moving around. Ooh. Okay.
True. I need to sit down.
Really?
The physical books give me time to be in the present moment.
Okay. What book are you reading now? What's the current
right
book?
Now? All right, I read a lot of different books, but right now I am reading A Return to Love.
Okay.
By Marianne Williamson.
Okay.
Another book I'm reading. Basically, it's about principles. Yeah. It's about principles on self-love.
Okay.
How to get basically re in touch with yourself, with God. Basically, how can I say, with others?
Yeah.
Because the more you know yourself, the more you can pour out into the world and understand other people.
Cool. Still with the rapid fire. Vacation, tropical weather or big city?
Tropical weather. Absolutely. I need to meditate on the beach.
I love water too. Okay. Famous or wealthy?
Wealthy.
Okay. Would you rather give money to the poor, or would you rather give them, I guess, not to just give them money to get something to eat, but would you rather show them how to eat? If that makes sense. Show them how to fish. Give them a fish or show them how to fish?
Show them how to fish.
Okay. Kevin Hart or Eddie Murphy?
Whoa, what if they're watching this right now, V?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
I didn't know you was with I didn't know Kev was watching. My bad. My bad, Kev.
Because I'm from Philly. He can be anywhere.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
But I would say Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Okay. Yeah. At home watching a movie that just came out on the streaming service, or going to the theater first week?
Going to the theater first week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you are surprising me here. I thought I had you pegged. I thought I was like, man, Katana like to sit at home, sit on the sofa with the Roku button, boop, and watch her. She's like, nah, bruh, take me to the theater.
Listen,
Okay.
when those scenes happen, and I want to hear the ooh with everybody. I want to
Yeah.
laugh with everyone. So yeah.
Ah, okay.
hmm
Okay. Um, in your free time, are
hmm
you go to the gym? And it's the last one. Are you a go to the gym and get your workout in, or are you on social media,
I'm on social
mindlessly
media.
scrolling?
Mindlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
I'm never mindlessly scrolling. If that's the case, I'm going to the gym. We gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah.
intentional.
Got it, got it, got it. So you'll rather do the social media joint than necessarily be in the gym.
Yeah, but you said mindlessly
Yeah, I
scrolling.
mean, it's up to you. Or doing research.
Oh, I'd rather be on social media.
Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my rapid fire. And what I would like to do is give the opportunity for those who want to connect with you to follow you, to see what you're doing and see what you're talking about. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying. Let me see it on your IG. How can people connect with you?
You can connect with me via Instagram at k.payne, Payne __. And then from there, you'll be able to see all my links to my business, you can DM me. My website is there. So if you want to I want to give you one core place to go to, come to my Instagram and I'll lead you from there.
Nice, nice. Love it, love it. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the LVTV podcast, where we talk all things content, clients, and cash flow for the focus and impact profit. Focus coaches and consultants who are focused on profit and impact. I just murdered that, but it's all good
It's
because I'm not
fine.
even done with my coffee yet. It's early. It's early. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you continue to listen. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do so. And if you would like to leave a review here on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're watching and listening and tuning in, please do so. And with that said, just be good. Like, don't be silly out here. Get into these streets and don't sign up and pay somebody if they not doing what you need them to do for you. Like,
Ask for receipts, y'all. Ask for
man.
receipts.
Like, who have they worked with? Who do they work with? Like,
What do they do for themselves as far as we can go on and on. But
yeah, it's so much. So reach out to us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Katana, thank you so much. Katana.
Thank you.
Cool.